A lot of people don't know how to manage and approach personal or professional problems systematically. As a result, when problem appeared, they are much worried, anxious, and confused on what will be the first things to do. Why is it happening? Because they don't have the right mindset and the right mental attitude when the problem suddenly appeared. Every day we solve problem, consciously or unconsciously, because whatever our job title is, our real job is problem solver. This is what you do all day long. Where there are no problems to be solved, there are no jobs. The bigger, the more difficult, more complicated, and more expensive the problems, the greater the opportunities there are for you to get paid more and promoted faster. And remember, a goal unachieved is just a problem unsolved. Your job is to find ways up, over, around, and through any obstacle or difficulty that is thrown in your path. Your ability to solve problems will determine your entire quality of life, both at home and at work. Solve your problems systematically. The regular use of systematic method for solving problems activates your superconscious mind. This requires the practice of a simple, proven 7-step method. This method enables you to use far more of your thinking abilities than you possibly could if you simply threw yourself at an obstacle or difficulty the way most people do. Systematic problem solving is a hallmark of genius in every field. Extensive interviews and research show that geniuses approach every difficulty with specific methodology and process of problem evaluation and problem solution. When you begin to use the same kind of method, you begin to function at genius levels as well. In addition, an organized way of approaching any problem enables you to use more of your mental abilities in solving it. Now, this is it. The Brian Tracy's amazing, simple, and systematic, proven 7-step problem-solving formula. Step 1. Approach the problem with a calm and confident expectation that there is a logical, workable solution just waiting to be found. This approach calms you down, relaxes your nerve, and opens your creative mind to all the different ways you can go about solving the problem. You should assume, from the beginning, that every problem contains within it the seeds of its own solution. The solution is the flip side of the problem. Be solution-oriented rather than problem-oriented. Think in terms of the positive actions you can take and what can be done, rather than who is to blame. When you continually think and talk in terms of possible solutions, you be more optimistic, calm, and creative in your reactions and responses. Step 2. Change the word problem into a challenge, or, even better, as an opportunity. Words are important. Words have the power to create emotions, either positive or negative. The choice of certain words in describing a problem can raise or lower blood pressure, heart rate, and respiratory rate. Words can make you happy and creative, or angry and reactive. A word like problem is a negative word. It creates tension or anxiety. It can cause worry or stress. Imagine how you feel when somebody calls up and says urgently, "We have a real problem here." You immediately become uneasy and anxious. But if you refer to every problem or difficulty as a challenge or as an opportunity, you will respond with greater calmness and creativity. Step 3. Define the problem or challenge clearly. As yourself, what exactly is the problem? Write it down. Define it clearly on paper. A problem properly defined is half solved. Accurate diagnosis is half the cure. Once you have defined the problem clearly, ask yourself, what else is the problem? Remember, well-worded questions are a powerful stimulant to creativity. The more different ways that you can state and restate your problem in the form of questions, the more different ideas and approaches you will generate for solving it. Beware of a problem for which there is only one definition. Example: if you are not getting ahead financially, you could define your problem by simply saying, "I'm not getting ahead financially," or redefine or restate your problem as "I'm not getting financially as what others did." With these definitions, new approaches to solving the problem would be indicated. The more you restate the problem, the more amenable it becomes to solution. Each new definition of the problem or goals leads you in a different, and often more helpful, direction. Step 4. Identify all the possible causes of the problem. Look for both obvious and the hidden causes. Test your assumptions. Ask yourself, what if we were completely wrong in our approach to this current situation? If you were doing exactly the opposite to what you should be doing, right now, what changes would you have to make? Errant assumptions lie at the roots of every failure. You may have unconsciously assumed something that is not true about. All good scientific research is based on the exhaustive testing of your hypotheses or assumptions. What are your hypotheses or assumptions? How can you test them? Step 5. Determine all possible solutions. Write down the obvious solutions and then not so obvious solutions. Pick solutions that are opposite to the obvious solutions. Sometimes the solution is to do nothing at all. Sometimes the solution is to do something totally different. The more solutions you can generate based on your accurate definition of the problem, and your definition of the reasons for the problem, the more likely it is that you will arrive at the ideal solution or combinations of solutions. Step 6. Make a decision. Make a decision among the various solutions you have developed. Any decision is usually better than no decision. A clear, unequivocal decision of any kind stimulates creativity, generates energy, and activates your superconscious mind. Be willing to make a decision, and if you get new information, be equally willing to change or modify your decision. Step 7. Assign responsibility for results. You either to take full responsibility yourself or to assign responsibility to someone else for implementing the solution. You then take action on the decision. Get started as quickly as possible. Don't procrastinate or delay. It is absolutely amazing how many people have changed their entire lives by going through this decision-making process and then taking some specific action immediately to solve their problem or achieve their goal. Remember, successful people are not those who make the right decisions all the time. But they make their decisions right. As soon you implement a decision, you will immediately get feedback from your actions. This feedback enables us to self-correct where we are off track. As you correct your course and take new actions, you will get more feedback that you can learn from. You become smarter and more competent. As a result, you start to move faster and faster towards your goal. Now, imagine that you have this incredible problem-solving technique. No worries. What's your present problem? Apply it. Remember, your ability to solve problems will determine your entire quality of life. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell for new video update.